I'm going to buy one.
Oh, I thought you said he's. I actually thought you said I've got a boner, but I didn't want to point out that that's what I thought you said.
Nah, it'd be normal.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Hill Project. We are back with our weekly sort of podcast thing. He's jumped up from his sort of back of his chair.
I was shopping.
He was shopping. He was trying to buy water bottles. Now they have these in two different colours on TikTok Shop, but that's neither here nor there. We're not even getting any commissions, so I don't know why I'm talking about it, but I was talking about it before the podcast. How's your week been, boys?
Dan just started fucking advertising TikTok shit. We're not even on TikTok.
It's good. If you can get these bottles, which comes in threes, this is a little bit of consumer advice. For £1 something, I think I got them for. Do it. You won't regret it. They're worth it. Keep you hydrated. Hill Project keeping you healthy. What's happening?
Or you could just be a normal human being and know how to drink.
Yeah,
I can't find
but
it.
the link, what you're failing to see. Fuck it, it's a full commercial. What you're failing to see, that on TikTok Shop, you can get things that tell you inspirational things like rise and shine when it's 7 a.m. and you've got to start your drinking. Not that you'd make a drink at 7 a.m. Let's get started at 9 a.m. See, what does that say that's inspirational on that bottle link? Does yours
It
say
says
things
you
like
should probably buy
halfway
another
there?
bottle of water from Asda because you've had this one for weeks and it's starting to fade and go manky.
That include the water though.
Well, no, I replace the water every day.
Okay. I was going to say, the water doesn't have an expiry date, but the bottles do.
Yeah, I
You really
drink
want
about
that?
5 litres of water a day. So I normally go through that a day.
You must piss like a fucking camel.
Well, I'm also 3 times the size of you, Dan. So
I held in a wee for so long today that I ended up with a bit of back pain afterwards. After I had the wee, I was like, oh, it went. I'm hoping it's not like anything, like a, what's it?
Dan's got clap.
Urinary affection.
UTI.
I have the missus as well, but yeah, no. Pete, are you still shopping?
I think I found it for 10p.
I tell you what, if this was actually like an audio, what?
I think I found it for 10p. A 3-piece large capacity water cup with carton stickers, a 500ml, an 800ml, and a 2000ml.
Nice.
10p.
Right, 10B. You're gonna buy it from
10p.
10B. Oh, nice.
10p. If you
10p.
can get it for 10p, do yourself a favour. Buy a bunch of them.
And
And then
sell
we'll get
them.
we'll get some Heel Project stickers. Boom.
New merch. I did buy 10 of those. You know the boards that you can draw on, and then they like they're just like drawing pads.
No.
Then you click a button and they disappear. Well, 10 of them the other day because like they were like for like 50p.
And then the magnetic ones that used to be Etch a Sketch,
No,
basically.
they're like the evolved versions. They're more like they're
And they're less fun.
yeah, but you don't have to rub them out and they don't go.
We're not buying them.
No.
I like Etch a Sketches though, because they're like,
Oh, it just gets with them, weren't they? Yeah, no, I was thinking of like the boards you did.
there is the one with the
Yanked
magnetic
down.
pen as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Etch a Sketch was crap. You couldn't draw a proper circle.
Well, no, because everything was square.
Exactly. So when you're trying to draw a car and you have to do wheels, it was
Pete,
crap.
don't even pretend like you could use one of the extra sketches.
I used to have a sketch.
Could you use it well?
No, because you can't draw fucking circles.
Oh, yeah, because Pete only works in circles. So, Pete, speaking of circles, how are your tyres this week?
To be fair, I've been that ill. I even called someone else. I've still got a space saver on because I haven't been out of my car.
Fairly
I
sure
haven't
that'd be illegal, Pete, if you were driving it every day and you carried on with it on.
Yeah,
But-
that's I haven't been out. I've
All right,
not
I'll
been
let you off.
bothered, so.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've actually took my car off the drive since last week. it's
I've been that ill. This is the first time I've been on stream with you
no,
guys.
'cause
Until
I
this
think,
week.
I think you went to Audi. That was just before our stream last week.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got some bad news for you before we actually find out how everyone is.
Dan's afraid he's got some bad news.
It's not bad news for everyone in the comments. It's not bad news for Pete. It's not even bad news for Link, but he'd be disappointed.
Oh, I don't give a shit then.
It was the hot dogs. I was underwhelmed.
Really?
No, he's gutted. He's genuinely gutted because he was.
I think they're really good.
So,
They're
so
really, really good.
we got this, like, you know, you get the toasty makers. You got the boards, like the metal plates you can take off, and we replace them with. I replaced them today with panini makers. I cut them into
Right,
like
so you
thirds.
made a George Foreman grill instead.
Essentially, yes, and grilled them, and then I put them in buns, and guess what I did with the buns? I put them
You
back
toasted
in
them.
and toasted the fucking lot with it in a sandwich with cheese in, and I was a bit like, yeah, they're just hot dogs.
Yeah, but they're big.
Yeah,
Are
but
they too much, Dan?
no, they weren't too much. I still had two.
Oh.
I still had two in like 2 rolls, and they were plenty. They were nice and filling. I will give you that. They were fucking huge, mate. They're like
They're massive.
they are like that long. I pulled it out. I was like, oh my god. My God.
Yeah, they're
Now I know
massive.
what those women feel like when they pull down things on those videos that I've watched on the internet. They go. And then they do other things with their mouth afterwards, but I'm not allowed to talk about them on YouTube. The thing, speaking of those girls, Link, I mean, there's your dog. How was your week this week, Link? Did it involve girls on the internet?
No, not this week. Well, mostly not this week. No, my week has been. It's been crap, actually. If I'm deadly honest, it's been crap.
Good.
So I'm gonna rant.
Pete's dying.
I'm just gonna go straight in. I'm gonna rant.
Link's got the topic for this week, and he's got it. He's going for it.
We ranted about plastic straws. So this week I'm gonna rant about the thing that I'm gonna rant about, which has actually just gone completely out of my mind, and I've just gone blank.
Trevor on your plastic straw whilst you're thinking.
Oh yeah, look, plastic straw.
That wasn't on. Oh, he's having it with coffee.
I've got cocktail.
Iced coffee, by the way, not. It's not. Could you imagine what sort of like person that should be on a list would drink coffee with an actual straw, like proper coffee?
I tell you, they're the same people that smoke cigarettes with that little stick.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Do you know what else they do?
Yellow fingers.
They're also the same people that re-release the exact same game again, over and over and over again,
Do you know
just
what?
to get more money.
Do you know what? I was talking to you about this earlier, and I mentioned it, and then I thought about things I was going to come up with the topic, and that was kind of one of them. Funnily enough, but go on.
Right. So for those that don't know, Ark has been released yesterday. It's Ark Survival Ascended. So the original game was Ark Survival Evolved.
Yeah.
Ark Survival Ascended is the exact same game, been remade on the new Unreal 5 engine, and been re-released without any of the DLCs, any of the expansions, any of the stuff that was already on the original game, which will all be coming as well, and you've got to buy it all over again.
Oh, damn.
The exact same game, like exactly the same reward system, same building system, same everything. The big change is that for those that don't play on the official servers and that have their own private servers, now they can't actually have their own private server. They have to buy it through their personal owned subscription service so that they can run onto their personal servers. So you can buy a personal server from them, but you can't actually own one of your own. So yeah, it's just money on top of money on top of money, and I'm not going to lie to you, I've still bought the game. I'm still going to buy all the DLC.
He's not going to buy it. He's bought it today, and he's been playing it today.
And I'm still going to buy all the DLC, and I'm still going to enjoy it because I am an Ark fan, and I hate myself for being an Ark fan. And I wish they'd have just released Ark 2 like they said they were going to do next, but that's had nothing whatsoever. And here we are with Ark Survival Ascended, despite the fact that it was never announced beforehand. They didn't even announce when it was going to be released, by the way. They literally said yesterday morning, or no, the day before, they said
soon. They changed
coming
it
soon
from end of October, then coming soon, and then I noticed. Well, no, I didn't even notice. I tell because it was me that said, wasn't it, that it's popped up. I actually shut down my Steam last night, and it pops up with those pop-ups just as you're shutting it. Pops up with the exact same thing. I was like,
yeah,
I know that. So
do you know they're coming? Do you know they're coming soon?
Yeah.
if you do you know the original like advert that they put out on YouTube and wherever else it was,
Yeah.
saying coming soon. In the description for that video, they announced that it was coming out tomorrow. In the description of the video. So they didn't even say it in the video itself, they put it in the description of the video. But they also lied because they said that it'd be coming out on all platforms at exactly the same time.
And it hasn't.
And it's been delayed until November for consoles.
Shock.
So they lied
Absolute
about
shock.
that as well. Wildcard absolutely failed again with this one. And yeah, that's my big rant. But it's not even just Wildcard. So we're talking about games that are just being redone. I noticed everybody's raving about Metal Gear Solid, is it?
Oh, has that been redone again?
I think
Yeah,
it's
I'm
being
sure-
redone, I think.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm sure Phil was on about buying a remastered copy. Remastered games, they're a big thing. Everybody's got a remastered game of everything that's ever been made, and it's just like, for God's sake, just remake games. Like, make a new game.
Yeah.
Like, you clearly know how to do it.
I'm
Make
waiting
a new
for.
one.
There's one final game that I'm waiting to be remastered, just because it'd be nice to be able to run it on PC and stream it. And they're like, because they've done all the other ones that I've got, and they've all been shit. So I just want to see if they actually get this one right. And that's Simpsons Hit and Run. I want to see
I was
that
about to say
one
Simpsons Hit and Run.
remastered. That's the only game I actually
But it
want to
doesn't
go.
even need to be remastered.
Just release it.
Just
for
make
PC.
a new version. Make a new version.
That's properly PC ported, and
Yeah.
it's
So,
not
yeah,
broken.
Simpsons Hit and Run 2. Like
thing-
they've got more, there's new
Yeah.
characters, there's new everything in Simpsons. There's more than enough like
True.
content that they could remake the game.
But then my point is, if you bring out sequels, you end up with what happened this week with City Skylines 2. They've ruined a game which I actually thought doesn't need a sequel. There's no way of getting a sequel. They were adding DLCs and different things to it, and it wasn't a case of they've just gone, here's, like, for example, 2K23, the wrestling game, and they've just left it. Kind of. We'll get to that, I'm sure. But they just left it, and then that was it. City Skylines was continuously having DLC, and then they've released this new one, and it runs like fucking shit. The game's great, and the game still works.
It
The
is
gameplay's
really bad.
fantastic, and it's
I've seen people raving about it tonight.
It's worth it. But why release a game that's still broken? That's the other side.
On the subject of releasing DLC constantly,
Go on.
and how sometimes that they should probably stop releasing DLC and actually go and make a new game. The Sims.
Oh God, you've been playing that as
How
well.
long ago did Sims 4 come out now?
Right. Long time ago.
Right. There is about, and don't quote me on
I
this,
think I had the disc for Sims 4, by the way.
I would say
PC.
there's at least 300, maybe even 400 quid's worth of DLC for The Sims 4 at this point.
That's an easy one to answer, though. You know why they don't do that? Because they have to make so much time and effort to make a whole new game. The DLC will be a lot easier, and people still buy them. People still buy them every time they come out. So it'd be
I don't
crazy
even
to
think they have
spend
to
more
make all that
money.
much more effort to make a new game, to be honest with you, mate, because
For a
like they did for
DLC,
the last one.
Yeah, I was
They
about to
just
say,
make the same game again.
it's going to be a lot cheaper for them to make a DLC, and knowing that people will just still buy it.
Because what they did before for when they went from Sims 3 to Sims 4, all they did was they basically used everything that they had in the base game for Sims 3, then they took a bunch of stuff out and then released Sims 4.
The thing
and then they started adding that stuff back in as DLC.
The
Like,
thing I'm
it's
going to
just-
ask you about Ark is they've done this, but you said right at the beginning they've done it on the Unreal Engine 5.
Mhm.
Is that noticeable? Because they'd have had to change the game fully, wouldn't they?
Yes,
to bring it out
yes,
there.
it is noticeable. The graphics
So they would have
do
to have
look-
done that.
The graphics look fantastic. I won't lie. Like, the graphics look fantastic when it runs at full capacity, which
Yeah.
my computer can't run it at full capacity. But even on the base settings, which I have to run on at the moment, it still looks very, very, very good. Like, compared to the original game, it looks so much nicer.
And that's the thing. They couldn't
Um,
just do an update. They would have to release a new game to have it all up. built onto
Yeah.
that.
No. It is a new game essentially, because they've had to rebuild the original
Yeah.
game onto a new engine. But it's still,
Yeah.
this is where the argument comes in, though, because it's like, why re-release the same game again?
Yeah.
When you had the chance basically to release something new.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Right, saying
gonna
that, though,
say, me and
this
Pete
is
for the
going on to a
last-
bit. This
Go
is
on.
going on to a bit of what me and Dan was talking about when we buy our Foot Manager games every single year.
We've been doing it for the last 10 years.
We was talking about it, and there's changes this year that was supposed to be in last year's game, but they weren't ready. Is now this has come out, is the way they're looking at it that's kind of similar. They stopped a lot of last year's one because it wasn't ready. So then they said, we're not going to rush it through. We won't push it really, really quick. We'll just leave it till next year.
Yeah,
Is
but
Ark would they have had to rush it through
Right.
and then you not be happy?
I get what you're
The big-
saying. You're saying, is this a filler? But then if it's a filler, why release it at full price?
Yeah.
was this? It was not even that. Ark isn't Football Manager. They don't release a new game every year.
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean. Would they have?
Stop.
I wonder if
It's
now was the time
completely
for.
different.
I wonder if it was for Ark 2. This was going to be planned for Ark 2, and it's not ready. So they've gone. Do we delay it a year, or do we bring out this?
Oh no, 100%. Ark 2 wasn't ready, and they've done this as a cash grab in the meantime while they're waiting because they need more money for Ark 2.
And I reckon it's going to be a year or two.
It comes down to money. Like it 100% comes down. Yeah, because they've not said anything about Ark 2 in a long time.
There'll be another
They've
year or two
completely
before
gone
it's
quiet
out.
about it. And Ark 2, by the way, for those that don't know, is the one that's being made by Vin Diesel. He's like heavily involved in the process and everything.
He's
else.
in the actual game himself.
Well,
isn't he?
He's in the game as himself. He plays Santiago or something like that. I think his name is in the game. But there's also an Ark cartoon coming out with David Tennant and Vin Diesel and a bunch of other like famous people in.
Yeah.
Is that a random collab?
Like it's a.
Wasn't they turned into a movie or something
blockbuster
as well?
thing that there is supposed to be a movie in the works.
So does Ark? Sorry, not Ark 2. Does Ark have a story mode?
Yes, no, not story mode, but it has got a story to the game.
Okay, because I was going to say it feels a little bit like City Skylines. It's like, but did it really need a second game? Could it not have had more shit thrown at it?
Ark 2 will tell a different part of the story for the universe that it's in. So there is and a lot of people, even Ark players, don't realize that there's such a complex story to Ark, and there is a massive story.
I didn't even know there was a story.
I could tell you the
Ark,
story
to
for
be
Ark, but it would genuinely take me like 2-3 hours to walk through the story of Ark, and I'm not doing it here.
Could make a YouTube video.
Yeah, no, there's about 400 of those already on YouTube. If you want to go, like,
They've got
trust
views.
me,
We can have them.
feel free to search it. No.
Ooh, fine.
Shut up, Pete.
Damn, yeah, damn. There's 400 of those videos on YouTube. Damn.
Damn.
Oh,
And if you didn't check out the video from Wednesday, go and have a look.
Yeah, or
There
just
is-
wait till Tuesday and there'll be a new one.
Mm.
Or Monday if you're
And
a
watch
member.
this one.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Whilst we're here, we actually have a member section down there. So if you look
do.
down there, or I don't know where it is on your phone actually. I'd imagine if you flip your phone back portrait mode, you'll be able to see it's there somewhere. But you can now join us as a member of the Hill Project, and it gets various things. So I think for £1, you get a nice little badge next to your name. You get to have all the emojis, and then if we do any community nights, you can come and play with us. I can't remember what the middle tier is. Join in with us playing community games.
There you go. That's better.
The playing with us is the top package, like £500.
Yeah, it's a bit more than £1.
A month. But the £1 a month really does go a long way. If you do want to come and help us and contribute, you then by all means you can. I think the third package up you get. I really should know what our packages are. Third package up, you get early access to all the videos. So that's a good one. And that's only what, $2.99
I think it's
$2.99.
$2.99.
a month.
Yeah.
So less than a coffee.
So $2.99 a month, which means that you'll get a minimum of 8 videos early access to.
Including these ones as well.
So I mean, if you're getting in that
12.
case it's 12 at
Oh.
least.
Pretty good going. Pete, but I was just going to say, why we were talking about re-release, things that just continuously just get re-released and the game's no different. We have been doing this for the last 3 or 4 years, though, haven't we?
Mm.
And this week, I've been playing it on stream, so come and check out our Twitch. Our link tree is in the description below. This week, I've been streaming it. Pete's been poorly. And everyone keeps coming in and saying for the early access, going, how you find? Well, they're saying how you finding the game, and I'm going. Do you know what? I'm finding it better than the old one because the actual gameplay gameplay itself feels better, but that's just because it's not the same goals being done all the time, and it's not feeling like the exact same. Like, I'm not finding that every time I concede a goal, it's someone chipping the ball over the top of my keeper. That happened a lot last year. But apart from that,
there's bits in there that I really like. The transfer stuff.
he's finished his coffee.
There's stuff I really do like, but I'm one of these people that I buy it every year.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the problem with that whole thing. Going back to what Link's saying, though, isn't it? Is that we're a cog in the matrix, as the conspiracy theorists would say.
And you look at
we're caught in it.
We pay just over 30 quid a year, even when we get it discounted. We still pay just over 30 quid a year for a game that's pretty much very similar to the year before, probably a fair bit different to the year before that. If you skip a year, you're doing it right.
Yeah, so
otherwise,
if you maybe skip 2 or 3 games, then yeah, okay.
You're well away. But even if you skip a year, you'll have it noticeable.
That's not what they're doing. They're re-releasing the same games. They're still rehashing the same games. It's a bit like, yeah.
And it's got to the point because it's going to be so different next year. They're advertising it over a year ahead.
You know what's funny about it is, don't you?
What's that?
It's kind of the same thing with wrestling at times.
Yeah.
Like they put out bad content because they know that we'll still watch it week in, week out. And
it's all, are we caught in the matrix? We are.
Yeah. We have the FOMO.
It happens with every game.
That's a good way of looking at it.
You do have it with every game. I'm thinking about it now. FIFA, I buy it every single year.
I only bought it this year.
I play it for 2 weeks until Football Manager comes out, and I never touch it again.
I wish I hadn't bought this year.
Last night I went, do you know what? I'll have a game. I haven't played for about 3 weeks. Got the game up, played 2 matches, went, I'm bored of this, and turned it off.
I was the same with the WWE games for years and years and years and years. In fact, I've bought.
You're still buying them, even though they are wank.
It's only last year's I played 3 times, if that. This year's we've got use for now because we're making content with it.
But we've played it a bit before, won't we, together?
This weekend we'll have more content. Not this weekend, the next weekend.
Friday.
No, next Friday. So this
By the
Friday,
time this comes out.
This Friday, yeah, it would be. Yeah. A week's time from when we're recording this.
Yeah, we do a bit on there together now, don't we?
But I mean,
we used to, but that's it. So the time I play it is when it's on stream.
Yeah, so like I don't play it. Like literally, I use the AI and let the AI play. So it's all I do is sit there and watch a simulation with it. It's I don't even play the game because it's not entertaining anymore, unfortunately. And I mean, I told you guys this before, but like back in 2008, Raw versus SmackDown 2008,
Elite game.
I was like number 6 or number 6 or number 8 on the leaderboard for the world on that game because I played it so much.
Can't decide whether that's cool or sad.
Well, damn, that was
like you with both. It's a bit of both.
That's like you with FIFA, weren't it? For how much you play it now?
I was.
You were very good at FIFA.
I was really good. Just before the esports stuff kicked in, I was very, very good in the Ultimate Team before it went big. And now I play it and I am absolutely dog shit. Absolutely woeful. But again, maybe that's age, maybe that's game changing, maybe that's people just playing the same stupid shit every fucking year because they still will.
No, I get that. Games is a big one.
But it's the same with everything, like and I blame DLC to a point as well, and people buying DLC, things like skins with Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff
Fall
like
Guys,
that.
My little lad's
Fall Guys,
obsessed. Can I buy this skin? No.
Games
Guess
like
what?
Roblox,
the other 50 times we told you
constantly want to buy Robux so that they can buy all the crap in the game. Like it's just
bollocks.
Microtransactions in games isn't just a thing on your mobile phone anymore like it was at one point. And even then it was inexcusable crap, but we all fall for it. We've all done it at some point or another. We've all bought crap like that.
Even now, when we look at WWE games and the amount we spend just to make sure we do have the DLCs thrown in.
Yeah, rather than just buying the base game, people can just go, yeah, but on the WWE games, like that means I'll miss him and him and him. Not really thinking about it like, does it really matter if I don't have their exact clothes? I mean, somebody on the bloody community creations is pretty good at making ones.
And a lot of
pretty
them are
fucking
old
good. You
legends.
sort of go for them instead, don't you?
A
We
lot of
can
them are
do,
legends
but we
who
don't.
never actually play as in the game anyway.
Yeah, like the amount of DLC that I've made sure that I've gone out and bought, and they're all DLC players that I'd never use anyway. In fact, 90% of the time with the games, I never play as anybody that's in the game anyway.
Yeah.
I always end up creating my own wrestler and just playing as them. So it's just like, why do I need this?
Yeah.
But I'll still do it.
And
It's
these
just,
games
I think you nailed it with FOMO.
These games go into triple figures as well.
oh yeah,
They do,
I
yeah,
mean,
financially when you're buying them.
2K23 for me cost me over 110 quid, I think it was, because I bought the premium edition.
With the DLCs and bits. And
It's
it's
just like
yeah.
110 quid could buy you 110 memberships to the Heal Project for our
Good.
just the tip package. My
Yeah,
phone's
you
going
could
mental. Or
you
you
could
could buy,
be subscribed to us for like the next 10 years.
or
with
you
that.
could buy 33 of the Heal Project Champion ones as well.
Yeah, three
Yeah,
years
it's
worth of
over.
membership.
You get for over a year.
Over 2 years, mate.
Yeah, over 2 years.
That's crazy.
Over 3 years.
No, it's not for quite 3 years, but nearly.
Well, it is if you're doing the bottom package.
Oh yeah. But I was on about just
Nearly
the
10
champion
years.
because I was going to say I'm going to round out where we are to now. But if you watch at the end of this video, you will see for the first time ever our heel champions will also appear at the end of the video. For £3, you get your name at the end of every single one of our videos, as
It's
long
going to be a short list. I'm just
as
going to say.
your name isn't inappropriate. Like,
Good call.
yeah,
Good call.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, or things that are mean about us. If your name is I Hate the Hill Project, then you're subscribing for wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
I'd
do it.
take
Yeah,
on
sod
there.
it. Yeah, you can have that. For
Yeah,
£3.
call us names.
Yeah,
Call
yeah,
us
yeah.
names.
Have your own username. But then when you say I Hate the Hill Project, then go and also comment on other people's videos as well. Then your name pops up on their thing. I Hate the
And
Hill
it says
Project.
Heel
They're like,
Project,
"Who's
and
the Hill
everyone's like,
Project?"
"Who's the Heel
Well, check out
Project?"
those guys. They're pretty good. Whoa.
I hate them too.
Reverse psychology.
But
Yeah,
being
I
cool,
like it.
but talking about getting stuck in the Matrix, we're off to go and watch some more wrestling because it's SmackDown, and then we're watching it tonight on our Twitch, following it next week, watching some more, and then some more, and then some more, and then some more.
Oh, speaking
you
of
up to
cash grabs as
During
well,
the
just
week,
before
you'll
we
be
go.
watching some more.
Speaking of cash grabs, just before we go, because seeing as we watch AEW, I think we should talk about the massive cash grab that happened there.
What, with Ric Flair?
We hate Ric Flair. Go away. Bye, everybody.
Bye. It's not a wrestling one, but bye. Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Pete's bye, by the way. Bye. It used to be see ya, because we've got a whole emoji for it, Pete.
Yeah, I have to remember.
Like it's literally there for people. To
I'll
use
have to remember.
It's there for people to use on YouTube now. You moron.